IndustrialGrade is a modified elastometric asphalt emulsion, specifically formulated as a spray-applied protective roof coating. Applied as part of a two-component system, it produces a quick-set roofing membrane that is solvent-free, has excellent strength, elasticity, and adhesion to typical roofing substrates. IndustrialGrade is environmentally safe and cold applied, eliminating the safety concern of open flame or hot liquid asphalt systems.
It forms a tough, seamless membrane, leaving no gaps between itself and the roof substrate, eliminating areas where water can accumulate and cause failures. It requires no top seal coat to prevent UV damage to the membrane, lowering cost and shortening on-site time.
IndustrialGrade is an excellent system to seal and rejuvenate built-up roofing systems. Various acrylic top coatings may be applied. For successful application of IndustrialGrade, a complete survey of the area to be treated is critical.
Careful consideration of the various techniques to be used is a must. Granules can be difficult to coat because of their rough, uneven surface areas. Moisture and air pockets can be trapped under the coating and lead to blisters or pinholes in the cured coating. Before the coating application, an infrared scan of the roof to detect water pockets is recommended. Masonry or brick surfaces found adjacent to or as part of roofing structures also can be coated. To prevent potential application problems, it is best to identify the type of existing surface before specifying a coating. Unknown coated surfaces can be identified by submitting a sample to a testing lab.
Once an existing surface is characterized, it is possible for a qualified AquaGuard expert to recommend a proper course of action, including the choice of coating and surface preparation.
It is important to address all detailing work prior to spraying. This will reduce material waste and man-hours. Ensure all workers are wearing protective equipment as outlined in our health and safety module. Detailing work is required around penetrations, vertical transition, seams, cracks, tears, joints, and irregularities in the substrate.
A 0.4 to 0.6 inch or 10 to 15 millimeter fillet of industrial grade is recommended where roofing meets a parapet wall or where waterproofing around angles and joints is required. Industrial grade may be applied to a clean surface free of dirt and other contaminants. Allow 12 hours to dry prior to the application of the industrial grade membrane. Expansion joints, carefully filled with industrial grade or with geotextile, can be coated with AquaGuard Universal Grade prior to applying the industrial grade instant set coating.
After preparation, spray a 60 ml coating to all details and allow a few hours curing time prior to spraying the entire project. Check the membrane for correct thickness in a grid pattern every 100 square feet or 10 square meters with a wet film gauge. Detailed work is of critical importance to the success of the project, and, as in most cases, this is where failure generally occurs. Other more detailed situations are explained in the training manual. Spraying too thick is not always better. The membrane should only be applied with the spray pattern at right angles to the substrate. It is not advised to spray excess material into internal and external corners of angles. The same applies to detailing work. Excess material to these areas may result in excessive stress to the membrane while curing. When spraying, always begin from the lowest point, working your way up to the highest point. This is to prevent entrapping excessive accelerator, or part B, under the membrane. Spraying is done parallel to the detail in an even thickness to a maximum of 120 mils in one application. When spraying in high winds, the part B side of the system needs to be facing into the wind. Extra precaution must be taken, as in any spray application, to avoid overspray. When spraying large areas, tips up to a 65-degree angle may be used, but standard application is 40 degrees. When spraying details in hard-to-access areas, a 40-degree angle fan pattern is recommended. When applying as a coating or a new membrane over metal roofing, each project will have special conditions, and these should be identified and addressed. The membrane may only be applied by a qualified applicator. A pre-installation conference including the contractor, applicator, architect, or engineer should be held prior to application to ensure proper substrate and conditions. When spraying, a thorough inspection of the roof surface should be carried out to determine or confirm a satisfactory surface for application, presence of any moisture, or presence of coal tar. Check the soundness and proper detailing of roof-mounted supports, penetrations, flashing, outlets, turn-ups, and all other items that are to be a part of the new completed roofing system. Also check for the presence of rust, scale, loose joints, or fasteners. If there is an existing coating on the roof, determine the compatibility of the coating and membrane by spraying a small test area. If in doubt, do a small sample to test for adhesion. Allow 48 hours for curing. Inspect and pick up any irregularities, repair and improve the application.